Who's arriving, who's leaving, and who might not be gone for good. If there's one thing daytime drama has never struggled with, it's change. Characters disappear without warning, fan favorites resurface when you least expect it, and sometimes the biggest twists happen not in the storyline, but in the casting. In 2026, that revolving door has been spinning faster than ever. Across Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, and the newer. Beyond the Gates, the past year has been packed with quiet contract shifts, shocking exits, nostalgic returns, and a steady stream of new faces trying to carve out their place. Let's walk through it all, the way a longtime viewer would experience it. Not just as a list of names, but as a living, breathing soap world that never sits still. The quiet changes that said a lot. Not every shift comes with a press release. Some of the most telling moments happen in the background. In March, viewers of Days of Our Lives noticed something subtle but important. Aaliyah Cantu and Galen Gehring were no longer listed as series regulars. Their move to recurring status didn't come with a storyline explanation right away, but soap fans know what that usually means. Less screen time, fewer front-burner plots, and sometimes the beginning of a slow fade. These kinds of changes are easy to miss if you're not paying attention. But for longtime viewers, they often signal where a show is heading next. Unexpected moves that no one saw coming. One of the more surprising casting choices this year involved Sofia Mattsson. For years, she's been closely tied to General Hospital as Sasha, a character with deep emotional roots and plenty of unfinished business. So naturally, many assumed that if she popped up again, it would be in Port Charles. Instead, she made a completely unexpected move to Days of Our Lives. Even more interesting, her role has been kept under wraps. No character name, no storyline hints, just a quiet confirmation that she's coming and that viewers might not even see her until 2027. That kind of secrecy usually means the show is planning something significant. New arrivals who made immediate impact over and beyond the gates, March delivered one of the strongest introductions of the year. Monique Mose stepped in as Darlene, the mother of Jacob and Isaiah, and from the moment she appeared, it was clear she wasn't there to blend in. Her presence shifted the energy of every scene she touched. This wasn't just a new character, it was a force entering the canvas. The show continued building its world with a series of layered additions. Angela Fairley arrived as Vanessa and Doug's daughter, bringing unresolved tension and emotional weight with her. Iona Morris joined as Aunt Monica, adding depth to Shanice's family and opening up new storytelling possibilities. Then came Madison Also Brooks as Francesca, stepping into an already heated situation involving her grandmother and the Duprees. And Dominique Madison's Lynette re-entered Haley's life with just enough charm and danger to make things interesting again. Each of these characters didn't just arrive. They shifted dynamics, familiar faces, returning. With a twist, returns are always a big deal in soaps, but 2026 has added a layer of unpredictability to them. Take Nathan Dean, for example. Known to many as Nathan Parsons, he lined up a return to General Hospital as Ethan, the son of Luke and Holly. Legacy characters like Ethan carry history with them, and bringing him back opens the door to both nostalgia and fresh conflict. Then there's Shemar Moore. When news broke that he was back filming at The Young and the Restless, fans immediately started asking the same question. When will Malcolm actually appear? It wasn't just about the return, it was about timing, impact, and how the show would reintroduce him into a very different Genoa city. And just to raise the stakes even higher, Vivica A. Fox also returned as Dr. Stephanie Simmons, pairing her comeback with Malcolm's hinted at something bigger brewing beneath the surface. When goodbyes come too soon, not every character gets a long exit arc. Adrian Anchando's Marco on General Hospital is a perfect example. After just over a year, the character was abruptly written out through a death storyline. It was quick, final, and left fans wondering what could have been. Bryce Durfee's Agent Vaughn followed a quieter path out. His exit wasn't dramatic on screen, but being removed from the closing credits made it official. Sometimes that's how soaps close a chapter. Without a big moment, just a quiet disappearance. Al Calderon's Javi on Days of Our Lives had a more classic soap exit. A disrupted wedding, emotional fallout, and a sudden departure. It felt dramatic, messy, and very on-brand for daytime storytelling. The "are they really gone" category soap fans know better than to take any exit at face value. Wes Ramsey's situation is a perfect example of that uncertainty. While Days of Our Lives viewers were waiting for his return, General Hospital offered a strange in-between version of Peter, appearing in Anna's hallucinations. Was he alive? Was it all in her head? The show left just enough ambiguity to keep fans guessing. That kind of storytelling keeps characters technically gone, but never fully out of play. Behind-the-scenes challenges that affected the screen. Sometimes real life steps in. Daniel Cosgrove missed filming due to being snowed in, which led to Patrick Scott Lewis temporarily stepping into his role on General Hospital. It's a reminder that soap production moves fast, and the show must go on, even if it means quick substitutions. Big family expansions and new generations. A noticeable trend this year has been the expansion of family trees. Beyond the Gates leaned heavily into this, introducing relatives who brought both history and conflict. Meanwhile, The Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives continued building out their next generation of characters. Alex Ann Hopkins' return as Joy, potentially tied to Alex's storyline, hinted at future drama involving family and legacy. Brian Nicoletti stepping into a recast role on The Bold and the Beautiful also reflected this shift. Recasting younger characters keeps stories moving forward while maintaining continuity. Temporary departures that still matter. Not all exits are permanent, but they still shape the story. Steve Burton stepping away from General Hospital for a few months meant Jason's presence had to be adjusted. Even temporary absences can shift storylines in noticeable ways. Crystal Khalil's maternity leave from The Young and the Restless led to Lily leaving Genoa City for a while, creating space for other characters to step forward. These breaks aren't endings, but they change the rhythm of the show. Shocking cast cuts that changed the landscape. Few moments surprised fans more than the sudden exits of multiple Days of Our Lives actors. Raven Bowens and Carson Boatman, who played Chanel and Johnny, were among those let go. These weren't background characters. They were central to major storylines. Leo Howard and Ashley Puzemis were also part of that wave. Despite their characters being positioned as a potential next-generation super couple, it left viewers with a sense that the show was making a bigger creative shift behind the scenes. Short visits that left a lasting impression. Some appearances are brief but unforgettable. Morgan Fairchild's return to The Bold and the Beautiful brought instant nostalgia and flair. Paired with Jim J. Bullock, the scenes added a light but memorable energy. Louise Sorel's return as Vivian on Days of Our Lives delivered classic soap chaos. Schemes, framing, and long-running grudges all packed into a short stint. And Allison Sweeney's Sammy proved once again that even a quick visit can shake up everything, especially when it comes with a major personal reveal like an engagement. Soap swaps and casting shakeups. One of the most unusual developments this year was the casting exchange between Billy Flynn and Connor Floyd. Flynn left Days of Our Lives to join The Young and the Restless, while Floyd moved in the opposite direction. It's rare to see that kind of direct swap, and it added an extra layer of intrigue for fans who follow multiple shows. Rory Gibson stepping into the role of Michael on General Hospital also stood out as a major recast. Taking over an established character is never easy, but it often brings new energy to the role. Villains who didn't last forever for soap. Villains always make an impact, but they don't always stick around. Daniel Goddard's Professor Dalton met a grim end on General Hospital, while Jeff Kober's Cyrus finally faced his downfall. On The Young and the Restless, Colleen Zenk's crazy Aunt Jordan exited in dramatic fashion, proving once again that villains often get the most memorable send-offs. The bigger picture. Looking at all these comings and goings together, a few patterns stand out. There's a strong push toward expanding families and introducing new generations. At the same time, shows are leaning on legacy characters and familiar faces to keep longtime viewers engaged. And perhaps most importantly, there's a growing sense that nothing is permanent. Characters leave, but they're never fully gone. Actors step away, but often return. And just when you think you understand where a storyline is heading, a casting change shifts everything. That revolving door isn't slowing down anytime soon. If anything, 2026 has proven that soaps are more unpredictable than ever, not just in their storytelling, but in the faces telling those stories. So whether your favorite just exited, is about to return, or is quietly waiting in the wings, one thing is certain. In daytime drama, the door is always open.